Okay, my screen is visible to everyone, na? My screen is visible and my voice is audible to everyone. Please reply. Please rejoin using the same link. You can drop message in your personal WhatsApp group to join for the lecture immediately. If anyone is having any doubt, you can unmute yourself and you can ask, or you can put it in the chat box also. If you are having any kind of doubt with you regarding the syllabus or regarding the teaching part. My voice is audible and the screen is visible to everyone. Please respond. Okay, so 32 participants are there, so we are not going to waste our time. So in the previous lecture, already we have gone through the two methods of determining the quantity, that is taking out the quantity. First method we have gone through, that is our center line method, and the second method we have gone through, that is our PWD, that is in to in, out to out, or long wall and short wall method, the renowned name for that particular method. Okay, and I have given you some questions from university question paper to solve or to determine the quantities which I have taught you earlier. Okay, my expectation from everyone is to solve the problems, whatever the problems which I have given, and whatever the quantities which I have already taught to you. Okay, just determine up to that quantities only you can determine. You can, if you are going to determine some separate quantities, that will be plus point for me, because once again please remember we have not started with the RCC frame structure quantity estimation. Okay, please remember that. Just a minute, students, I am having one important call. Hello. Okay. Uh, I'm happy to share the things which I have discussed in the recent call. Now, as you know, that we have made one MOU, that is Memorandum of Understanding, with National Highway Authority of India, that is NHAI. So, for the last more than 3 4 days, I got calls from the several from many my friends, my faculty members who are in their other in their departments and who are not belongs to Solapur or Pandharpur region. They are very keen and interested how we have done, sir, that signing the MOU with National Highway, and now you can see in this year how we are going to start to take their projects also. Okay, as per the MOU, we are going to take several projects of the NHI road projects, in which we will also learn to so many new things along with you. Okay, as a faculty member also, we are going to learn so many new things. So that will be the pride moment for everyone now, as we have signed the MOU, and hopefully we will begin the work in very soon, very soon. Okay, so that is the pride moment for everyone. Everyone is asking, sir, how you have done and all that, and so we are also interested to make a MOU and to take our students at a new level. Okay, because I think yes, yes. Somebody has okay. Sakib has asked me the question, sir. What is that 8,000 rupees stipend? Explain how we get this. Okay. Now, as per the MOU statement, okay, for your that is B students, they will offer us rupees 8,000 per month as a stipend, and for the MTech students, they will offer 15,000, I think, as a stipend. Now we are just in the initial phase of this MOU. Huh? Okay, we are just in the initial phases of this MOU. As the work proceeds, uh, they will convey us how they are going to select the participant, that is students, their style of selection, or whether we are going to approach them, or we are giving them the names of the students who are interested to work there for this. Actually, such policies you will come to know in very short time, because that is process which is going on right now. Okay, we have signed, and that MOU has been finalized only few days before. So as the things proceeds, I will convey each and everything. Right now, giving you some wrong information is not good, because the process is still going on. Okay, that means next process, not the signing of the MOU and all that. Already it has been done. Now, how to do this? That is how to approach this. Whether we have to approach them, we have to give them the names, or whether they will shortlist us. That process is presently going on. Okay, for getting the stipend and all that. They will definitely put some criteria for the students, as per as my experience is considered. Just I'm sharing my experience. Details will come to know very soon, and I'm not sure whether my prediction is correct or not, but definitely around 70% I'm confident. They will put some criteria for the selection also. Okay, criteria that belongs to your, maybe it belongs to your percentage, or all overall your performance. Okay, we are not sure. Once again I'm repeating, otherwise you the thing will becomes in your mind. No sir, तुम्ही असं म्हटले होते. ठीक आहे, माझा हे फक्त एक अंदाज आहे. ही प्रोसेस सध्या चालू केलेली आहे आपण. ठीक आहे, अँड दिस प्रोसेस इज लगेच त्याची क्लॅरिटी असणं किंवा सांगणं या स्टेजला चुकीचं राहील. जशा जशा वरतून इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स आम्हाला येतील, ठीक आहे, तस तसे पवार सरच, डॉक्टर PM पवार सरच तुमच्या ग्रुपवरती सुद्धा ते कन्व्हे करतील अकॉर्डिंगली. ठीक आहे, because Power Cell's role is major role he has played in this getting this MOU. Every credit, all credit goes to him only. Okay, we are just the subordinates, but major role is done or played by him only. So now we are going on. So let's see about the. We'll wait for some updates. Okay. Again, I'm going to share this with the sir, on that how the process is there in detail process. or he will directly guide you regarding the same. Okay. So in the previous lecture, we have started and we have discussed the problems of central line and long haul short haul method. And I have already taught you how to determine the quantities, some quantities. Okay. How to determine the quantities which are in there. Hmm? Uh, around 6 to 8 quantities we have learned, and you are able to calculate the quantities for the same. Okay, now the remaining quantities are there. I will just highlight you some of the quantities. That is quantity which is required for the columns, beams, slab. That is RCC elements, structural elements we called it as. Your column footing, beams, slabs, plinth footing, plinth PCC is there, whatever any kind of. Then painting and plastering in detail. Okay, in detail. We have to determine the quantities. So as I said earlier, we will run parallel for this particular regard, because that will take so many lectures to complete all or to cover up all the quantities. So where the column is there, suppose I will just show you. Suppose this is here is the one column position, here is second column position, here is third column position. Okay, all the columns are having the same dimension, then it will be very easy for us to determine. You can determine the quantity of single column, or just a minute. You can determine the quantity of single column, then multiplying the with the number of columns, you will get the whole quantity. Or suppose this is a slab section of 4 by 6 meter. Okay, now length we know, that is 4 meter, width we know, that is 6 meter, thickness suppose 4 inches, that is 100 mm, 0.1, or 6 inches, that is 0.15 meters. Okay, so whatever the dimensions which have been there for that particular slab, whether this slab is just cut to cut, whether this slab is just slightly projected in the that is slab is having some cantilever portion. Okay, so with respect to the drawings, we have to determine that particular quantities. Okay, so that part also I'm going to cover up parallelly. Again, I'm repeating the same word. Parallelly, we have to cover up that things. I hope everyone has determined the quantities of this particular plan, and no one is facing any kind of difficulty in this. If you are having any difficulty, you can ask me at any time. Okay, but don't keep that difficulties or your doubts with yourself. You can ask me, you can send me what message on the WhatsApp, sir, this is the difficulty which I am facing, this is the quantity which I'm not able to determine. Okay, but whatever the quantities that I have taught you, please make a practice of determining the quantities. Now you can take n number of plans available on the internet. You can go for a G+1 structure, you can go for 1 BHK, 2 BHKs also. Okay, so it will be a good practice for you to determine the quantities of such plants. Okay, so up till now we have covered up the part of your long haul and short haul method and central line method. Now the next part that we are going to learn in this particular chapter, I will directly start jump on that particular part, is nothing but the specifications. Now already in our first unit, we have gone through that. Specification is nothing but the detailed description of any activity, whatever the construction activity that you are going to perform. You have to write the description of that particular activity in your own words. Okay, and that is nothing but we called it as a specifications. That is not we called it as a specifications. Okay, now the specifications generally, specification is nothing but the description of the item. Okay, the work carried out according to its specification, and the contractor is paid for the same. Always remember, this thing is very important for you while working on the site. Okay, the work which is carried out according to its specification only, and the contractor which you have hired for that particular construction, suppose you are a client and you have hired one of the contractor. Now it is mandatory for that contractor to complete the work according to only and only the specifications which are given in your tender documents. If there is any kind of change in the specification, then that will definitely change the project cost. Okay, so you have to be very keen and you have to be very on toe in this particular regard. that is whatever the work you are going to execute on the site, that should be according to the specifications which are been there in your tender document or which are been specified. Suppose you are going to make some changes in your specification, then definitely that will change your project cost also. Okay, I'm directly using the word project cost. That means it will definitely hamper that particular cost of the civil structure. The necessity of the specification is to verify and check the strength of materials for the work involved in a project. See how the specification will helps us. It will help us to verify and check the strength of the materials. So in the specification, it is being clearly described which category of the material you are going to describe or you are going to use. Suppose I am going to go for the OPC 53 grade of cement in my construction. So I know the physical properties of OPC 53 grade. Definitely the 7 day strength, the 28 days, 14 days, 21 days strength and 28 days strength. So that should I know, I'm having some idea about this by using my specifications. Suppose it has been clearly specified that you have to use M sand, that is manufactured sand. So which clause you are going to go for? For M sand, there is IS 383. You can use 2016, that is updated IS 383. That is used for the your M sand also. Okay, that is physical and mechanical properties of the fine aggregate. In that IS code, this has been clearly specified. Okay. Then specification is an essential contract document and is required for the arbitration or the court cases. If somebody has done something wrong that is not according to the specifications of the work, then you can take that particular contractor in the court or some for the legal actions. Okay. And how you are going to take? You can take the help of the specification, because you can suggest no, he has not he has not done the work according to the specifications. He has changed the specifications of the material, and that is why we have taken him to the court. Okay, so you have the all rights with you, all the liabilities with you. You just to know about the rights that you are having. Okay, and always as an engineer, on the second part, contrary part, I will tell you. You please complete the task, whatever the task been assigned to you, according to only and only specifications only. Okay, now it may happen while working on the site is that you need to change the specifications. Now previously you have suggested to go for 53 grade of cement, but due to some untoward incident or due to some natural calamity or any other hurdle, I can say, okay, hindrances, because of that you're not going to get that OPC 53 grade of cement. The supplier is having some problem or he's facing some problem. So in that case, what you need to do, you have to adjust it, you have to change your specifications. So that is the thing of consideration. But everything is available and still you are not doing the work according to the specification is a crime. I am using the word as a crime. That customer will take you to the court or for the legal action, sir. So specification, as far as our construction industry is considered, is a very essential document. Okay, don't neglect it. It is also helpful to specify the equipment, tools and plants that is to be engaged for a work and that enables to procure them beforehand. Okay. So this specification again helps you. I am repeating the same part just to specify the type of equipment, tools or the plants which are being engaged or which you are going to use in your particular site. Very important parameter. That will help you. If it has been clearly mentioned, you have to go with the JCB only. Then why you are going for the manpower? It has been clearly instructed that you should use a needle vibrator as far as your concrete structure or structural elements are considered. That is your column, beam, and you have to use the screed vibrators for your slab. Okay, or surface vibrator we call it as generally. So everything is mentioned. You are not going to use a needle vibrator as far as slab is considered. Huh? Okay. Otherwise, you will make that concrete as a flowable. Okay. Because of the vibrations, there may be chance of segregation. So it is again very important to understand which instrument or it is important to specify which equipment, which tool, we are going to use for which work. It is not like that needle vibrator is available, so you are going to make the compaction of each and every structure with the needle vibrator only. No, for the slab structure you have to go with the surface vibrators. Okay, and that has been clearly mentioned in your specification. So why, that is why these specifications are very important. Number 17. Everyone is getting these specifications? Already we have discussed. Now the principles of specifications, I think we have discussed it in our first lecture. Description of the material, then workmanship, then tools and the plans, then protection of the new work, expressions, then clauses of the specifications. Already we have gone through that. And these are the two major categories of the specification, that is general specifications and detailed specification. I just highlight the definition of both in just a minute. So general specifications, in general specification, nature and class of the work and the names of the materials that should be used are described. Okay, in general specifications, only nature, class and the name of material is described, while in detailed specifications they will specify the qualities, the quantities and the proportion of the materials and the method of preparation and also execution for a particular item. Okay, now see the difference between general and detail. In general specification, we'll just come to know the nature, class and name of the material. But in the detailed specification, we will come with the quality of that material, quantity of the material, proportion of the material, method of preparation of that material and execution for that particular material. So that means in the detailed specification, we will come to know about the details of that particular activity, and that is why the detailed specification is the integral part of any contract document. It is very important part of any contract document. Okay, so in the contract document, this you have to specify it clearly, detailed specifications for that particular item, and you will get these detailed specifications in your SSR. Okay, in your SSR. Can I show some example for you of these specifications? Just give me a minute, I will share you new share. I just want to give you some practical exposure how it has been there. Where is Google QC diagram? New Chrome tab. See, my screen is visible to everyone, na? Everyone can see my screen, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So whatever I have shared, I can show you that it has already been downloaded. Just a minute. At first, I will show you our official website of PWD, PWD Maharashtra. Okay, you can see the two websites, pwd.maharashtra.gov.in and second website is www.mahapwd.com. Okay, so you can click on anyone, no problem. Everyone is going to see the screen over here. So this is the PWD screen and here SSR कुठून बघायचा असतो मी जसं तुम्हाला सांगितलं इथं बघा ESSR दिलेला आहे ठीक आहे यावरती क्लिक करा you can just click it over here and you can see view EDSR now it is called as SSR okay now it is called as SSR now you can select SSR don't go for the districts okay now previously we are having the habit of DSR that is district schedule of rate so district wise we are having the rates okay previously before 1890 now this ESR is DSR is changed in that is applicable only up to year of 1718. From 1819 we are only using SSR. ओके, आपण फक्त SSR यूज करतो. DSR हा कन्सेप्ट आता कालबाह्य झालाय असं आपण म्हणूया त्याला. ठीक आहे, तुम्हाला भेटणार पण नाही. सपोज आय विल क्लिक ऑन सपोज पुणा. ठीक आहे, मी पुण्यावरती क्लिक करतोय किंवा मी पुन्हा कुठे गेला किंवा मुंबईवरती मी क्लिक करतोय सपोज, and just I am clicking the button on show DSR. Whether it is applicable? No, EDSR is not published because now they have changed. Okay, everyone is going to use this state schedule of rates, SSR we called it as, and now we can see this. Okay, see the tab is open. Now in this SSR, all the quantities are described. Okay, first our quantity is nothing but that is related with road survey and DPR. Second is related with the road subgrade. म्हणजे रस्त्याचा सबग्रेड काय असला पाहिजे त्यासाठी स्पेसिफिकेशन्स काय असतात. जसं तुमच्या असाइनमेंट मध्ये एक पार्ट मी तुम्हाला मेन्शन केलता की ICA मध्ये की आपल्याला स्पेसिफिकेशन लिहायचे आहेत 5 सिव्हिल इंजिनिअरिंग स्ट्रक्चरचे, की ज्यामध्ये रोड आहे, इरिगेशन वर्क आहे, वॉटर सप्लाय, सॅनिटेशन आहे आणि बिल्डिंगचे स्पेसिफिकेशन लिहायचे. मग रोड साठी सपोज मी रोड सबग्रेड सिलेक्ट केला, जस्ट क्लिक ऑन द बटन. आर यू एबल टू सी फर्स्ट आहे रोड सबग्रेड, आयटम नंबर 2.01. रेफरन्स कुठून घेतलेला आहे? मॉर्थ स्टँड्स फॉर मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ रोड ट्रान्सपोर्ट अँड हायवेज. ओके, मग पहिलं डिस्क्रिप्शन काय त्यांनी मेन्शन केलेलं, कटिंग डाऊन द ट्रीज including trunks and branches with the girths above 30 centimeter to 60 centimeter and staking the materials nearly with all leads and lifts, म्हणजे मटेरियल उचलणे आणि हॉरिझॉन्टल ते ट्रॅव्हल करणे as directed and earth filling in the depression or pit. पहिलं स्पेसिफिकेशन आहे. ठीक आहे, if you are going to see the view details, you are not going to see any kind of document, nothing you are going to visible. Okay, again I have to go back. Okay, or rate abstract again, nothing is available. Okay, it is available only here. You can see these numbers, unit and SSR rates. Okay, this is for the road subgrade. Now again you can go for anything. I will show you the example of excavation. See at the bottom you can see the excavation. See excavation. See the first excavation, item number 21.0 and reference number. Now in your preparing the abstract sheet, you have to put this reference number, additional specifications and reference number in your abstract sheet. What description they have mentioned? Already I have taken this sample example in my previous lecture also. What they have mentioned, excavation for foundation in the earth, soil of all types, sand, gravel, just a minute, murum, including and removing the excavated material up to a distance of 50 meters. That is, it is applicable to each and every construction site. Beyond the building area, the staking and spreading as directed, then dewatering, preparing the bed for the foundation, and necessary backfilling, ramming, watering, including shoring and strutting. Lift is up to 1.5 meter by mechanical means. Okay, so this is the one quantity they have described. So likewise in the excavation we are having the different varieties. Now everyone generally will go with the first, that is first reference. Okay, now you can see the first reference, so everyone will go with that only because that is applicable to each and every construction site. Okay, because we are going to move the material 50 meters away, we are going to make the excavation of the earth and all types of the soil. Okay, now if you are going to see the reference number 2, that is BDA2, item number 21.06. I will again use the pointer over here. See this particular reference number, BDA2. See what they have mentioned in the excavation of foundation in hard murum. Suppose you are dealing with the that site where you will get the hard murum. Okay, now the first specification is almost applicable to everywhere, but see the type of soil over here in the hard murum. Okay, excavation of the foundation in the hard murum, including removing of the excavated soil up to the distance of 50 meters beyond the building and staking. All other parameters are remained same. Okay, with respect to the first one, just what they have changed, they have changed the soil category. Hard murum we are having in the first, we are having all soil types. So what you need to understand from this, हे याच्यावरून तुम्हाला काय समजलंय? At first, you have to visit the site and you have to check the nature of the soil. Whether you are having the hard murum, whether you are having all soil of all types. Okay. प्रत्येक प्रकारचे आणि जनरली आपल्याकडे सॉइल कंडिशन्स आर नॉट युनिफॉर्म ॲट एव्हरीवेअर. आपल्याकडे काही सगळ्याच ठिकाणी सारख्याच सॉइलचे कंडिशन नाही इफ यू गॉन थ्रू दॅट. कुठेतरी हार्ड मुरुम लेअर हार्ड मुरुमचा लागतोय. पहिला ब्लॅक कटून सॉइल आहे, त्याच्यानंतर 2-3 मीटर खाली गेलं तर तुम्हाला कुठेतरी हार्ड मुरुम सुरुवात होते लागायला, हार्ड स्टेटा लागायला. तिथून परत अजून 1-2 मीटर तुम्ही खाली जाताय. So such things are going to happen. So with the specifications only, you have to select. See the next specification. Suppose BDA4, excavation of foundation in soft rock and old cement or lime masonry foundations. See the nature of the soil is changed. Everything is changed. Okay. Other description they have kept it same, but nature of soil is different. Just a minute. Just a minute, dear students. I will stop here. Students, please wait for 2 minutes only. Hello. Okay, sorry for the interruption. So again, 1 minute is just remained to conclude this session again. So if we get disconnected, please rejoin using the same link, so that we will discuss remaining part again in our next session. So please rejoin immediately after the end of this session. So what I'm telling you, see the activity. Activity is same, that is excavation, but the description is different. Okay, now somewhere we are having the hard room, somewhere we are having the soft rock, or it may happen we are having another some any other category of the soil. We are having the hard rock. We have to do it by the blasting. ओके, आपल्याला तिथे ब्लास्ट करावा लागतोय म्हणजे तुमच्या खाणीमध्ये थोडक्यात. ठीक आहे. त्यानंतर excavation in the foundation for the laterite rock, that is soft or hard, including trimming and leveling. So for the different categories of the soil nature, we are having the different steps. We are having the